Hey guys, welcome back to another Modern Warfare 2 leak video. Today we have a brand new leak about Modern Warfare 2. This is coming from Ralph. He posted a new article about it, and this is actually really exciting. And I'm hoping that, maybe some of this stuff will actually get announced when the game is fully revealed on June 8th. So that is happening on Wednesday, so it's getting closer and closer to. We're just a couple days off, but Ralph put out a tweet, Modern Warfare 2 to introduce a map editor into Call of Duty exclusive. So he posted an article, Modern Warfare 2 to introduce a map editor. He says, maps have become an issue with Call of Duty fans year in and year out. A map is either too small or too big, too complex or too basic. It's hard finding that balance. It's either hit or miss for a player base with different wants and needs. Maps have almost become synonymous with what fans would consider a good Call of Duty title. With that expectation also comes pressure on developers with creating an album of hits for one of their most anticipated titles, Modern Warfare 2. He says, Call of Duty map editor, modified maps ahoy. Now, both Infinity Ward and Treyarch have plans with producing a community-led effort incorporated in an offline mode, equipping players with the necessary tools for blocking out, mapping, and editing an already existing map, making relatively simple changes with a focus on altering the gameplay experience, paving the way for creatives to create. He says, modified maps will allow each creator the option of customizing spawn points, objectives, and restrictions, with the addition of completely changing the scenery of a level and its individual properties, such as crates and containers. Altered maps will be closely regulated. If a creator is approved, they will receive a verified checkmark. Development for this mode was made fairly early in development, originally proposed and presented throughout Modern Warfare 2019's lifecycle, with an emphasis on player experience. Infinity Ward plans to also involve the community in an effort by the studio to produce the ultimate playing experience. In addition to this newly formed sandbox, Treyarch intends to have it incorporated heavily into their unannounced free-to-play title, slated for 2023. And that is where his article ends. So, fairly straightforward, but Modern Warfare 2, as well as Treyarch's next title, will have a map editor. So, really kind of crazy to think that, finally it's going to be essentially like Forge mode, but for Call of Duty. And I don't really know how this works. So is this only going to be in custom games is what it sounds like? So it'll just be like, how you can make custom modes and you could share it to your profile or whatever, and people could search up your profile and they could do it. Plus, I remember even back in the Black Ops 2 days where, the community even had stuff like that where you could check out other people's screenshots and clips and stuff like that. It was a whole community thing back in the day. Of course, they ended up getting rid of all that, but it sounds like it's going to be kind of coming back, at least for this map editor thing. So I don't know, it'd be pretty cool. There's been talk here about how this is going to work out with, say, maybe the CDL that they're saying, certain pros. It'll be interesting to see what they do here with, if pro players don't like certain aspects of a map, they'll be like, okay, hey, we are going to change this aspect of the map. We're going to change around the spawns on this map to make it, this reason or whatever, fair for this reason, or whatever else. It'd be kind of interesting, and it opens up the ideas and a lot of opportunities for this stuff quite a bit. But my kind of worry here is they say it'll be a very basic map editor, so it's not going to be like Forge mode where you can create your own map. You're just going to be able to adjust existing maps. So, you could potentially adjust a very big existing map and make, say, I don't know, you could take whatever the biggest map is in Modern Warfare 2, some ground war mode or map, and you could potentially add Dome into it from Modern Warfare 3, or you could add Rust from Modern Warfare 2 or something like that. I don't know, it'd be kind of interesting, but I hope that they expand upon this, because I think this is a bigger opportunity here. I think even just by messing with the spawns and different things, you can add crates and you can add objects and change stuff around like that, it is going to be a big thing. And like I said, I think it'll be great for the CDL, that pro players, they'll be able to actually change things around the maps that they might not particularly like. And I don't know, it's just kind of interesting. Like I said, that you can only adjust current maps, but it's cool though. This opens up the floor for more possibilities. Like I say, I hope this expands more in the future to the ability to actually be more like Halo's Forge mode, where you can create entire maps from scratch. So if that was the case, that'd be really cool, because hey, then you got that section of the community that only wants to play on old school maps. You have a section, a small subset of the community that's like, hey, I hate all these new maps Call of Duty games are coming out with. I want to play on like Black Ops 2 maps. I want to play on original Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 maps. All these new maps are garbage. Well, you could have somebody in the community who could go through and could essentially like remaster or remake all of those old maps and have them in the game. Free up time for the developers. And so it's like, oh hey, the developers, they don't have time to make like Dome from Modern Warfare 3, or they don't have time to make Seatown from MW3. Well, somebody in the community, can actually do that. And I think stuff like that would be really cool. I mean, they did say that they'll have like verified check marks and stuff, but I think it'd be interesting if there was like a community playlist where you could actually play on community created maps in public multiplayer and be able to play on those maps and rank up and get XP and stuff on those maps. And I think it would kind of have to be curated, because obviously like you could mess with the spawns and stuff like that, and if it was just public like that, you could use it to get like easy headshots and like glitch and kind of boost with it. So stuff like that probably wouldn't make it in. But if Infinity Ward were to actually like vet certain maps and modes and stuff, I think it'd be a great whole thing. And like I said, I mean, this is a great compromise, as he said in there, that like community has been kind of split on like recent Call of Duty games when it comes to maps. That I mean, maps really do make or break a game. Like Modern Warfare 2019, dude, I cannot think of a single map in that game that like stands out as like, this is like a top tier Call of Duty map. Like if you think of like the top 10 Call of Duty maps of all time, I guarantee you Modern Warfare 2019 is not in there. Cold War's not in there. Vanguard is not in there. Like if you're talking about like the top maps of all time, you're thinking back to like Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, World at War, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, that era. Maybe you throw like a Black Ops 3 map in there, but the recent like 5 Call of Duty games, maps have just not been all that great. None of the maps have really been that memorable. And none of them are like classic maps like we had with, say, Rust, from Modern Warfare 2. Rust is like a certified classic at this point. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting though. What do you guys think about this? I mean, like I say, it sounds like a very basic feature though, adding in, which I hope that the community adapts to this well, and then Infinity Ward will support this, and we'll take this mode and run with it, because I think there's a lot of potential here. But we just need the developers to support it more so. But I mean, all it takes is just community interaction to start out with, for then Infinity Ward to see how much the community interacts with it, to then finally go, okay, this is worth our time and worth the investment to put more into this. So I think that we might not get all these features and stuff from Modern Warfare 2, but hopefully for Treyarch's next title, we might actually finally get like a full map editor mode. Like I say, similar to Forge from Halo. I think that is probably one of the best examples. Is in that mode in Halo, they give you access to like everything, every single asset for every single section of a map. You can adjust lighting, you can adjust like all kinds of stuff. And that's some of them, like my favorite memories of Halo, is just playing on like custom maps. And you can make crazy freaking modes in that too. Like it's absolutely insane what the community is able to do with custom maps and custom modes and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to see this finally come into Call of Duty. I mean, we've had like custom zombies and stuff for a while, as well as they had like mod tools and like custom map tools for Black Ops 3. But at least from the multiplayer side, we've never really had this outside of like kind of modding for like COD 4 or even like Modern Warfare 2. But recent COD games haven't had this sort of thing at all. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this in the comments down below. Like I said, there's a lot of potential here. It just it all depends on how Infinity Ward actually supports this. So yeah, really exciting, and I'm really curious to see what actually will happen here. Is this a feature that will launch with the game, or is it going to be coming months down the road after the game releases? We'll have to finally wait and see, and hopefully we get more details about this when the game is officially revealed on Wednesday. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.